Rebecca here with Frankincense and Fairy Tales, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys today our meal plan and meal prep, as well as a little bit of a cleaning with me kitchen video. Now, we try to eat healthy and do the best we can. Of course, that's not always the case. We have food that we enjoy that may not fit into those categories, but we also figure it's a better option than eating out or things like that. So for us, meal prep is a little bit different. It's not, all organic and crunchy. Like I said, it's more trying to control the ingredients that we're putting into our food, and making sure that we're not adding things that we don't want, like all the MSG or things like that, extra sodium. So that's kind of where we fall into the category. We're not like keto, we're not paleo, we're not doing any of those like extreme dieting things. We just try to avoid eating out as much as we can. And obviously, if you guys follow my channel, we are huge Disney fans, and so we do eat out a lot of times when we go to Disney, or we'll get a special treat or something like that. So this is just kind of a good way of balancing out that choice to enjoy life and enjoy those foods, but also still try to eat out as least as we can, and also control what we're putting in our food. So I'm going to show with you guys our meal prep. Now, I am going to be eventually putting these meal planners and this template on my website blog, but I just have not updated that, and so I took it off until I get a chance to do that, and with so much going on, that just hasn't happened. But I will share with you guys just on here if you want to screenshot it. And I'm gonna be truthful, like I don't follow this meal plan exactly all the time. For breakfast, we have kind of an open meal plan there. My husband has had the same thing every day for as long as I've known him, for the past 25 years. He loves a breakfast sandwich. So that's just a piece of toast, a slice of turkey, an egg, and some cheese on top. He will eat that every day. He doesn't care. It doesn't change much. Once in a while, he'll do a croissant or something like that, or we might switch up the cheese, but it's the same pretty much all the time for him. I personally like a little variety, and so like right now, lately, I've been doing just a fried egg and then like a piece of cinnamon raisin bread on the side. I have back here, these jars on the counter have all kinds of different granola and nuts and stuff, and chia seeds in them, and it's a great way we have Greek yogurt in our fridge, so the kids can grab a bowl full of yogurt, add some honey or agave nectar or stevia, and then they can top it with one of these granolas. Some of them are really fun ones, like a birthday cake one from Costco that we got, and then we have like a pumpkin seed pumpkin one right now, and then we have our chia seeds, and then we have like a coconut with all kinds of like nuts and stuff in it, so they can kind of top them off. Those are also really great for in the colder times. They can make oatmeal with that, so we have like the quick cook oatmeal, so they can just add some milk and water and put it in the microwave, or cook it on the stovetop and then top it with that, as well as there's apples in there, so they can kind of mix and match and do that. So that kind of gives a variety of options that are always just out and ready to go. I do try to make muffins. I do try to make things like that. It doesn't always happen. I was making more of my bread. I want to get back to making sourdough, because I loved sourdough pancakes and the sourdough chocolate chip cookies. There were so many recipes I used to do with sourdough. When we used to travel, my sourdough always died. So I kind of just stopped doing it, but I need to get back into that. But I've been doing the 5-minute artesian bread. I love doing that. So there's a lot of things that we still need to get back on track with. But for now, starting again with our meal planning is a big step. So all right, let's get to it. Oh, for lunch, basically it's the same choices the kids. I will show you, I make these little kid sandwiches, and then I also do, we have these great ramens from Trader Joe's. Let me show you guys. Okay, I said from Trader Joe's. These are actually from Costco. This Snapdragon brand is really good. There's these miso, and then there's also a faux, which is really good. And then I make these little pull-away slider sandwiches. I showed you guys on my Instagram a few weeks ago how I make them. Super simple. I just cut them and put some butter on the buns, and then just add meat and cheese, and then cut them, and they can eat them real quickly. If you guys want to see that, you guys can head over to my Instagram. It's in the highlight reel. And then that's pretty much their options for lunch. They can do a little sandwich. They can grab one of these. They can make a whole different one. They can have some soup. And then we usually have something to make a salad as well. So, and then whatever leftovers from dinner the night before, that's kind of their option for lunch. They're on their own for lunch is kind of my thing. If they want to, they do this, they can. We just have a kettle so they can heat up the water, and they know how to make this real simple. And it's just a great simple way to kind of just, you know, guide them a little bit, but not do the whole thing for them. And then I'll have like some of the little small peppers and then dipping sauce and all of that stuff, so they can just grab those as snacks. And then there's always bananas and apples and stuff like that. So we just try to kind of keep it where it's a simple, easy grab and go. And I really just let them be on their own for lunch, because my son is 12 and my daughter's 15, and my husband can, you know, they can all do this themselves. So it's nice that when you have older kids and you can do that. I understand younger kids, it doesn't always work, but it's nice because they're at the age where they can do that. So it's helpful. But let's get to this meal prep. Okay, the other thing I'm going to be prepping is our baked potato soup. I got my potatoes in here. I still need to wash them. I need to chop my carrots up. This is a chicken sausage and then an onion, and I will put this all together, and then when it's time to make it, I can just dump it into either the crock pot or the pressure cooker, Instapot, and add the milk and the broth. I start with adding the chicken broth, and then after it's cooked, I add the milk at the end. So it's a really quick and easy recipe, and I can just have it all prepped to just dump in. So that way when we come home, if I didn't do it before we left, it goes in the Instapot. If I did it before we left, it goes into the slow cooker. All right, guys, let's get cooking.
It's so hard to stay on top of the world when the world keeps telling you who you should be. All these people telling you what you need. Oh, darling, only you can set your spirit free. Pay attention now, I ain't gonna stop it, stop it. Honey, everything you need is in your pocket. Darling, this is what you've been waiting for. When it all comes in, don't you let it go. Honey, this is all that you want and more. When you open your mind and open the front door. Only one thing I know is that good things happen when you lose control. A real change inside my soul. The sun is coming up, down every road. Got some loving in your heart, so baby, use it, use it. Instead of being so afraid you're gonna lose it. Darling, this is what you've been waiting for. When it all comes in, don't you let it go. Honey, this is all that you want and more. When you open your mind, open the front door. If you could let it go and let it happen, what you'll find is a little bit of magic. You gotta let it go, just let it happen. Start a cycle, a chain reaction. This is what you've been waiting for. When it all comes in, you can just let go. Honey, this is all that you want and more. When you open your mind and open the front door. This is what you've been waiting for. When it all comes in, you can let it go. Honey, this is all that you want and more. When you open your mind and open the front door. Open your mind and open the front door. Just open your mind and open the front door.
All right, guys, so meal preps are done. Kitchen is clean. My daughter is actually doing an art project. It's really cool. She's making the jacket from Stranger Things that Eddie wore. So she's hand painting the design on the back. She's so creative. I love it. So we've got our dinner and our lunch meals prep that we needed to prep. Let me show you what so we got our bag of all the cut up veggies that we need for our baked potato soup, and then we'll dice up the sausage and add it in at the last minute when we add in the milk. We got our sandwiches all prepped so they can just open this up and grab some. We've got our chicken for tacos cooking right here. The other thing with this is they can actually use this for like nachos or throw it on a salad or something like that, because it's just basically like a Mexican flavored chicken. So I also will prep up some cut up carrots and our peppers, and if I have strawberries or something like that, I usually prep all of those things and put them in containers too. But that is for this week, as well as quick kitchen clean. Obviously I did that on a speed up motion, but altogether it took me 30 minutes to make all of that stuff and to clean the kitchen. So it really is a time saver, because we can now just come home and throw one of these meals together real quickly. Like I said, I don't always stick to exactly our meal plan. It's very loose in the sense that if we come home and baked potato soup is on for Monday night and we feel like tacos, it's all prepped and I could do tacos instead. So it's basically writing down 7 meals that I have prepped out that we can use depending how we use it. Of course, certain meals have to be done differently depending on what you're doing. But like if I'm doing chili, let's say, next week I'll show you guys my chili. I will have the meat cooked and like all the veggies sauteed, and then I will actually put them back in the freezer. And then when I want to make it, whatever day that is, I can just throw it into the Instapot along with the beans and the tomatoes and all that stuff. So it is flexible in that sense. Like it's not cooked and I have to use it because I cooked it and I have to use it within a couple days. I do put a lot of it back in the freezer so that I can so I can use it later. So normally I wouldn't take out the sausage until the day of, and then I would just let it sit on the counter while the first part cooks, and then it's soft enough that I can cut it up and throw it in there. So that's kind of how I do that kind of stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more of these, subscribe, and I'll be sharing with you guys all of the great things that we do to just make life a little easier and to try to be as healthy as we can. So thanks again for watching, you guys. Like I said, big thumbs up, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to link some of the items I used in this video, like the little bag holder, my little microwave cutter or covers, my glass microwave covers, which don't ever use plastic in the microwave, so it's really hard sometimes to find those glass covers. I got mine off Amazon. I'll put the link down below. Cutting boards. So some of those things that I got off of Amazon or just different places, I'll put the links down below. If you have a question about anything, just go ahead and ask me in the comments, and I will be sure to get back to you. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye for now.